Welcome back to Pure Brews America. Here's the answer to this week's On Tap Trivia. What's the oldest continuously operating microbrewery east of the Mississippi? Founders Brewing Company, Bell's Brewery, Dogfish Head Brewery, or Brooklyn Brewery? That's right, it's Michigan's beloved Bell's Brewery. Bell's sold its first commercial beer in September 1985. Today we are in Royal Oak, Michigan. There are bars, shops, restaurants, and the place we are headed fits right in.
So you may see this place and think, hey, that looks like a great place to grab a beer and a meal, and you would be right. But what you might not know is they actually brew beer here, right underneath your feet. This is Bastone Brewery.
It's got a pretty cool feel to it, pretty cool environment.
You know, people really like the atmosphere. It's not really the typical sort of American brew pub. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit nicer than some people are expecting when they first come in.
I would definitely recommend people to come here. They have great food.
The food here is very good. And it's all like a Belgian cuisine, so they've got a lot of waffles.
You know, when we first started, it was a restaurant and, oh, by the way, we are going to make some beer. And it has definitely morphed into a brewery that has food as well.
Bastone offers a full lineup of Belgian-style beers with a wit, double, and triple available year-round.
I never knew much about Belgian-style beers. When I started working here, I was kind of forced to learn because this is a Belgian-themed brewery.
They just make it all here and sell it. You can tell because it's all like really fresh.
This is one of the best breweries in the region.
We're just in a small town on a corner. Seems like a small little local brewery, but we're winning awards that are on the national and international level.
I would definitely come back here, get another flight sometime. Like, I wasn't sure if I was going to like all of them, but I liked every single one of them.
When you come here, the product speaks for itself, and I think that we're a good reminder that if you create something good, it will stand on its own.
Cheers.
This stuff is good. I mean, really good. And everything is brewed by a single person, the man known as Rock.
Where you get all your inspiration from? How do you come up with new beers?
I don't know if I come up with new beers. I try to mimic the styles of beer already created. Now, for the most part, I kind of stick with the beers that have been made for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years and just try to perfect those styles of beer.
You know, we go to Denver to the Great American Beer Festival and we're walking through the crowd and people stop him because they want to talk to him. Rock is a superstar. I mean, our Pilsner in 2007 got the same score as Stella did for Best Pilsner in the world. We've won lots of Belgian awards at giant beer festivals, and we're going against people that have brewed since the 1300s, you know, and we're beating them just in blind tastings based on just the style, which is great.
What was it like when you won the 2014 Brewer of the Year?
It was pretty humbling, to be quite honest with you. It's a goal that I had worked toward since I started brewing, and nothing that I ever thought was achievable. So actually, winning that award was pretty cool.
Rock, what are we drinking here?
This is our Monumental Blonde. It's an American-style light beer. Light hop and malt presence. It's kind of an easy drinking introductory beer to craft beer.
This is our #1 seller.
Awesome. So when people come in, maybe they're looking to try something from you, this is the direction you would send them.
Yes, especially in the beginning when we first opened.
That one's delicious. That's a great beer right there. It tastes like if Budweiser tasted really, really good.
It's the most non-offensive for somebody who doesn't know all the flavors, and clean, crisp, easy drinking.
So this is like your gateway beer, is how you would say it.
Totally.
It is. I taste a lot of the lemon, the citrus.
Yeah.
Quite good.
So we've seen the upstairs of Bastone, but now it's time to go down below. And that's where the brewery is. Not a lot of people are allowed in the brewing area, but I think Shannon has weaseled her way in.
How is it brewing in the basement of a brew pub? You're down here by yourself.
It's actually kind of nice because I don't have any distractions. Down here, it's a small space. It's pretty confined. It's a very hands-on, and I like that. I think that's part of the success of this place for me, is being able to touch everything and see everything, because I feel like I have my hands on all of it. I still stir the mash tun with a flat shovel. I'm able to see everything when I walk in the room.
Yeah, when we started, the idea was it'd be this really cool brewery that the beer just sort of appears at the taps and you can't see the brewery at all. Turns out that was more of a mistake than it was a benefit, because people really like the idea of seeing the big tanks behind the bar. So we've done a lot in the last 10 years to bring the brewery more upstairs, and we even renamed it Bastone Brewery, not just Bastone. We put the name in the title. We've done a lot to promote Rock and what he's doing downstairs. He doesn't let anybody in the brewery, other than I have a key. He doesn't like to admit that, but I'm the only other one. He doesn't let people in there because he likes to keep everything so sanitary and so perfect. He refuses to have help. He won't hire an assistant. He does every part of the brewing process himself.
I've opened fermentation, and having people come in and out is not conducive to making fantastic beer with open fermentation, so I kind of had put the lockdown where nobody's allowed in here. I'll help any brewer with anything. If they ask a question, I'll answer it. But the only thing that I don't do is give recipes away. I'm very secretive with my recipes, because now there's 1,000 breweries in a stone's throw, so that's why I like to keep it locked down. Keep all the secrets in one place, Fort Knox.
Rock, what do we got in front of us?
This is Whitface, our Belgian-style white beer, brewed with coriander and orange peel.
This has a nice scent to it. You can really kind of preview the flavor, and when you brew with coriander, you're gonna have a nice scent for sure.
Coriander gives a citrus, peppery citrus.
It's very crisp. It's refreshing. It'd be good on a boat.
It's very good. I would highly recommend it.
And the name Whitface, how'd you come up with that?
Whitface came out of frustration for naming the beer, because Whitface sounds like something else, and that's kind of where it came out.
Yeah, if you drink too many, you get wet-faced.
Yeah, pretty much.
He had made a sign that said Whitface, and it had a guy in the gutter, his head's in the gutter, and his
face plant in the gutter in the rain.
And I was like, what's that? He's like, that's the new name of our wit. I was like, okay. Yeah, it didn't end up on the side.
That'll sell amazing. Let's get whip-faced.
One thing Bastone does not do yet is package their beer. So the only place that you're going to get this stuff right now is in Royal Oak.
Rock and I have had a dream for many years to get it on store shelves. As an owner and as a brewer, we've been looking at it like this is something we want to share with people. Unfortunately, there's some